Should black people get reparations?
I think there has to be some form of reparations, and we can discuss what that is. But look, we're looking at more than 200 years of slavery. We're looking at almost 100 years of Jim Crow. We're looking at legalized segregation and in fact segregation on so many levels that exist today based on race. And there has not been any kind of intervention done, understanding the harm and the damage that occurred, to correct course. And so we are seeing the effects of all of those years play out still today.
As president, you would be willing to lead a conversation on what reparations for black people would look like?
Yeah, including things like what we should be doing to take very seriously undiagnosed and untreated trauma. Take that very seriously. And what kind of resources are we going to put in that? What kind of resources are we going to put in communities to help folks heal and be on an equal footing? You cannot tell me that everyone is equal in a society when everyone doesn't have an equal path to opportunity for success. And if we are pretending to be and say we are a society that values equality under law, look, right across the street is the United States Supreme Court. In that marble is inscribed, equal under law. Well, if everyone is equal, if that is a concept that we value, which we say we do, part of the foundational values and ideals of our country, equality, then we have to understand we're not all being born and we're not all living on equal ground in terms of opportunity for success. And certain things are a result of the dark history, the history of crime that has occurred in this country. And we're not going to be able to correct course without serious intervention. And so we need to have that conversation about what that intervention should look like.
But in the area of reparations for descendants of Africans enslaved, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has proposed a bill to form a commission to study how to do reparations. If you elected president, would you sign that bill if it came across your desk?
When I am elected president, I will sign it.
Senator Kamala Harris, thank you.
Where do you stand on some form of reparations for black people? Because you see Mayor de Blasio saying the marijuana economy could be a form of reparations. Marianne Williamson says black people should get $100 billion in slavery reparations. Like, where do you stand on it?
Well, look, I think that we have got to address that. Again, it's back to the inequities. Look, America has a history of 200 years of slavery. Mm-hmm. We had Jim Crow. We had legal segregation in America for a very long time. The Voting Rights Act was only strong for 50 years, and then they wiped it out with this United States Supreme Court in the Shelby decision, to the point that 22 states immediately thereafter put in place laws that one court found were crafted with surgical precision to have black people not be able to vote. So we've got to recognize, back to that earlier point, people aren't starting out on the same base in terms of their ability to succeed. And so we have got to recognize that and give people a lift up. And there are a number of ways to do it. Part of my initiative, again, around the LIFT Act is that same point, lifting people up who are making less than $100,000 a year. What I want to do about rent is the same thing. What we need to do around education and understanding disparities, what we need to do around HBCUs. But we have a history of racism in America.
So you are for some type of
Yes, I am.
reparation? Okay.
Yes, I am.
You know, if you elected president, would you sign that bill if it came across your desk?
When I am elected president, I will sign that
bill. They call that turn the beat around. Senator Kamala Harris, thank you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.